snappers. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're doing it live. Yes, it looks like I'm yelling, and it looks like the mic heard me yelling.
Is the mic reacting to me?
Yes. So we'll try not to yell too much. Okay, I have to go all the way around just to get over there. Okay, bye. Wait, can I get through that other way? I can't get through anyway, so I'm just gonna go straight through. It's fine. No, go the other way. Okay, I'll go the other way. It's gonna be fine. We're doing it live. Peace on earth, la la la. Okay, we're here. Oh, something fell. Jovial fell down here. Okay, let's see if we actually made it. And let's see if we get feedback that people can actually hear us. We don't expect a lot of people to hang out, but we figure if there's any single person out there that wants to chill with us on Christmas Eve
Axe Monkey!
and have a little
Can
nog.
You hear us?
A little nog.
Hi, there's 12 people here. Aloha, everyone.
Aloha, can you hear us talking? We're talking to you right now. We're talking. We're talking. I'm singing. I'm here and I'm singing.
Can you hear us?
Hey, Augusto needs an eggnog fountain. Well, granted, I have to admit that after the new year, we're going to go on a super everything free everything. So just going to free the diet, right? But we are committed this year to a full eggnog experience. So much so that we had to, all the stores are sold out of nog. And we found the last store because their cooler broke. Loud and clear. Nice. Thank you. We're using...
cautiously optimistic.
I hope it's not too loud because we are using these remote
little
mics.
Rhodes.
We found the one offbeat, like little stop and go type Quick Mart. Their cooler had broken. So all their nog was off the scene. I had to ask for it and found it. We went to six stores.
It was outside in the ice bag cooler.
It was like a secret.
The freezer, yeah.
But we got nog, and here we are. Aloha to everybody joining us. Bearded Pickers here!
Yay!
Wop, wop, wop! And we've got Gina's here, Ayo's here, Mike Gertis, Paul Rose.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Spam Banshee's with us, as usual. Royal Glen, yeah. Merry Christmas.
Nice to see you, Royal
to
Glen.
all y'all. Den Decor's nogged up.
Get my nog.
And again, the world is speaking and trying to hide all the nog from us. So we understand that we are in full nog remission after the new year. But welcome to this is our dining room. That's a major award behind us. This over here is a thing that my mom made me when I was 3. It's from like 1972, and it still has all the little...
The cute little things for each day. It's an advent calendar, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not denominational.
Hey, Kent! I'm here. Glad to get to see
Kent Hamilton is here. Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, he's gonna start on his winter jack soon before the outlets come over. Merry Christmas.
The winter jack. Yeah, that's to get juiced up on the hooch.
I actually understood that.
Nice, sweet. This is gonna be a great year. This is gonna be a great year. So check this out. We got it was Jovial, right? That got this for Christmas, and her parents ruined her entire life because it wasn't a real pinball machine. Was that Jovial that said that? I can't remember who.
I can't remember where I have nodal recall,
But
remember?
yes, you have nodal recall. Absolutely.
Anything but an expert. Hey, happy Merry Christmas to you.
Aloha, wah, wah,
You're
wah.
from down under, are you?
So this is the. We actually got it working. All the things don't work on it, but whoever thought this was a cool thing.
John,
And
Merry Christmas.
it's so loud. Can you hear it? That's how it's supposed to sound. That's it working well. And then you go, and you pull this down. Wait, how's this work?
Carla, Merry Christmas.
See that? This will bring back memories to somebody. And now we're through with it. That's not a lot of fun. The batteries are falling out of the bottom of it. Oh my God, this is Christmas.
Wait, there's a secret battery in there still.
Yeah, you need 5. So when you go to
Pokey smells something.
Yeah, you need 5 batteries.
So what the heck are these batteries
You
from?
can't do that. Can you imagine okay, set the scene. It's 1982. You're getting your disappointed kid this fake pinball machine who they thought was a real pinball machine because you said that to them. Now they're getting a real pinball machine. Then you bought 4 batteries because what kind of a toy takes 5 D-cell batteries? Well, this one does.
Yeah, those are huge, huh?
We got a lot of chat happening here.
Paul has, I have Close Encounters and James Bond back glasses, but no actual machines. Are you selling those?
I have not had either of those games, but so I got to do a documentary so that when I croak, that you can play it for everybody.
Okay.
But I did used to, one of my first entrepreneurial experimentations was I bought out a couple of arcade. Well, no, this was actually my 3rd major business. So I bought out pinball machines and arcade games. So I owned a lot of the pinball games, but mostly I focused around the 1980s ones. I pretty much immediately discarded anything older than 80s. I did have a Space Invaders that had the infinity glass in the background. I love that one. And I pretty much repaired that. Oh, cheers.
Oh.
You're already half nogged up.
Boink. Hey, boink. That's the thing, eggnog really sort of camouflages the taste of any alcohol.
There's a tiny bit.
Car batteries not included.
I do not approve or I do not approve of alcohol or alcohol use, except I do it sometimes. But next year is actually going to be a totally again refocusing. We did so good on health up until June of this last year.
Yeah, yes.
We did so great.
Paul, it's like Risk. You know the game Risk? It's a Star Wars version of Risk.
No, what are you talking about?
What?
Nodal recall. This is called Battleship. It is a Star Wars version of Battleship.
What the heck? I meant Battleship. Sorry.
Curious Collection. Aloha.
Hey, aloha. Merry Christmas. Hey, Biff.
Biff is here too.
Oh, he's on the road to Elk Grove again.
He's
Merry
going
Christmas,
going
Biff.
to Mom. That's Mom's house, right? Or no? Don't tell me. I hate that I don't know stuff, and then I get myself in like I get sweaty. Look at me, I'm all sweaty right now.
Oh yeah, he's wearing his one of his Christmas gifts from a couple years back.
This is like really hot.
It's wool, James.
Sweetheart, it's super cute. It's got a alligator on it like I like, but our house is super hot. Like it's warm in here. Do you see our fake fire that's roasting my back? I'm a rotisserie chicken pig right now. This thing is totally, you've heard Vermont whistle pig? That's me. I'm whistling because I'm hot.
Cinnamon,
it is. Okay.
Cinnamon and Will, Merry Christmas. Looking forward to seeing you guys
Have a
getting
great
back
drive,
on the
Beth.
tube.
Love you guys. First of all, let's just stop by saying, because we had a sip, and we're all half cocked now. Let's just tell everybody how we feel about them, how much we appreciate everybody joining us, and how ridiculous this last year on YouTube has been.
Did you guys see the thumbnail?
I hope none of those people are actually here, except for us.
Well, John did pop in and say hi.
John was here? Wait,
it
I didn't see that.
it was some of the YouTube eBayers.
Well, people that we have pictures of, right?
Yeah.
There's John. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to
Hey,
everybody.
Mike Seller, aloha.
This is not an exclusively Christmas only channel, but today is our day of Christmas. Christmas Eve was always my favorite because I would go to my dad's house, and because, well, I would go to my grandparents' house in Saratoga, California. Very nice, kind of I guess it's a suburb of San Jose, kind of, but it's just a really nice little area. And my my grandfather worked for quite a while at Ampex, which is a magnetic tape company, and they basically recorded all the rock and roll in history was on Ampex tape machines. These big like multi-track tape units, all the master tapes. But he was actually working on when they were switching over. He was a manufacturing manager, so he controlled manufacturing lines that were starting to produce magnetic stuff for computers, data. So he was actually involved with switching magnetic recording from purely analog to digital for recording data on computers, because all data originally was stored on magnetic media, which is what a hard drive is, sort of. But originally everything was on big data tapes. You know, like on those old movies where those tapes are always spinning. So anyway, enough about me. Back to everybody. How much we love all y'all. Thank you. Just poop and boobs left. Thank you. Oh wait, 18 years ago, John is saying, to this day, and it still doesn't hold.
Oh, Mike.
Oh, thank you, Mike Seller.
Mike is getting you some treats. He says thank you, Mike.
And I'm sorry to hear
Thanks
that,
so
John.
much.
It's like we did hear that on Christmas Eve. First of all, very sorry. I mean that does kind of spoil the day a little bit. I'm glad you're still here and taking part and not being too sad. But boy, what a time of the year, and so many people. I'm just dreading when I catch up with everybody, because I don't have like any super negative Christmas stuff yet. But boy, when it hits, when my mom croaks or something, we're toast. When this guy, forget about it. We decided that we're just gonna dig a hole in the backyard, and we're all jumping in it.
Well, I'll just curl up with it.
That's it. We can't have this.
Kent, I'm not sure if Jeff has our address. Jeff Hayfro? Does he? I don't think he does.
No,
are you
that?
Kent Hamilton? He says he has something to send us that he thinks we'll like. How do I get your address? Hey, Ryan!
Yeah, Hayfro should know us. Yeah, he knows where we are.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may do so, Kent. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
And also,
Sanos
it's probably, you don't have to go through him. Just send me a note on Instagram. It is the thing I check most.
Primo Kimo on Instagram.
On Instagram, and I check it the most. With that said, I check it every few days.
Beard, I can sell you the address real cheap.
And it will probably be lags. So I can't wear this. I'm so hot. I'm boiling. Can you hear the tiny fire on the Amazon show over here?
We always stream a Crackling Fire HD version, Crackling Fire on YouTube.
I'm so hot. I just can't do it. In Vermont, it is surprisingly not typical to have an open fireplace. So people tend to have...
You see the snow out there?
Yeah, that's actual snow. We didn't just put that out there. That's not Hollywood snow. That's legit snow.
This is the first
normally
Christmas
people have wood stoves here, and those are boring,
Yeah.
and they're kind of...
Boring.
Well, yeah, they're totally boring. And they're used to, like, heat you. Who the heck wants to heat? I just want to look at flame.
This is the first Christmas in how many years that we've actually had snow?
Snow,
on Christmas.
snow, snow.
And yeah,
it won't be long before we're gonna be filled with snow. Look at that! Isn't that nice
Hey,
looking? Look at how nice that is.
Ryan was saying it's like 6 degrees and raining all week there. We don't get
Did
snow
you forget it one?
until late January. And you know what? We I mean, over the past several years,
Ryan says
it
it's
isn't
like
until
60
January.
degrees and
Yeah,
raining.
it isn't until sometime in January that we get snow.
We cold snapped up pretty nicely and had 0. We were 0 last night or night before.
Not last night, the night before.
0.0.
Yeah.
That's the camera over there.
Yeah.
Look how far you guys are. So this is where we never, ever, ever sit. This is where this room was filled up with eBay crap until about a month ago when I decided to reclaim it for the holidays. And okay, and
look at me.
Yeah.
I'm pale.
And this is where I'm really happy to be right now in one of my favorite rooms in our house that never gets used because, of course, we're resellers. You're not allowed to use dining rooms. It has
the best lighting. So this room faces west. So we get the best lighting.
Oh no, Kent got kicked off of Instagram. Oh no.
I'm not surprised, Kent.
So how do we,
yes, your politics.
How do we get you?
I am not surprised. That's funny.
58 in
the multi.
And everywhere but here, I guess.
Yeah, Ryan, these are all like the swung vases and stuff that people pay like crazy money for, but we've had them forever because he collected them. Are you farting, Pokey?
Yes.
Good heavens.
Probably. It ain't me.
But yeah. Thank you. It's our swung glass stuff. Mm-hmm.
But what's more impressive is, and that nobody talks about, because who would think about it, is the mirrored credenza underneath the glass. That's actually the coolest thing. Uh-oh. What did Dendicor say?
Oh, I'm digging the soft glow of electric sex in your window.
It's a major award for crying out loud.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and the whole neighborhood gets to enjoy that. And what you can't see, so behind this, who's got 2 fingers and pointing behind him? This corner right here. There's a giant 8.5-foot Snoopy right outside there that...
yeah, and he sounds like the Titanic because he, like, you know, the wind moves him and you hear
like
this.
The Titanic.
So wait, this... Oh, see, it's hard to see because we can't see our video. But that right there, this is the Tresot... I can't say it. Tresot.
Don't do it.
Okay. The green lady,
right? The guy
right?
just turned over in his
and
grave.
we got her.
Trechnikov. These are bolos. I think you're pointing at bolos.
Yeah.
Are you doing the bolo portion of our program? This is the blue lady, not green. All these are from Sears in the like 1950s,
and they are
early 60s.
Super. If you guys come across them, they are super desirable, and for tiki people. Tiki people will pay for these.
So, I mean, they're worth anywhere from each one of those
so all of these that you see on our walls
are, I mean, these conditions are probably in the 450-ish, but if they're in really good condition, they can be 800.
Yeah, ours are not perfect, but we like the not. I mean, of course, perfect is great, but we like things that aren't perfect. That
I
has
do
a
not like
character.
perfect because
it almost seems like it's a repro. What? Stop it!
Because you're gonna knock it over, and then it's gonna get dinged. So I like my stuff pre-dinged. We've been together for 8 years. I mean, 8 years. We've only been together for 8 years. Did you know that?
8 years.
Mela Kaliki Maka Kali Debs Aloha. Bwah, 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 bwah. I feel like the nog just finally caught up with me.
We don't.
After my hot flash, I'm now like.
You totally look like you had a hot flash.
Mm-hmm.
We are not hooked up to our like soundboard thing, so we're not able to play. We were gonna play Mele Kaliki Maka, but then we were like, oh crap, this isn't gonna work, because we wanted to be in here, and we thought, oh, whatever, I'm talking too much.
No, you're not, sweetie. Talk what you want. But
Brandon's best. Aloha.
You finally right over beard.
Oh,
you conquered.
Oh, there is a blue lady at our flea market. The history is interesting.
It's okay if you just want to jump over.
I was just saying hi to someone I've never noticed before. But yes, they are very desirable.
So Trechnikov is the artist, and for sure, if you can get it for
that one we got for $50, right?
But that's just because we just for whatever reason we picked a good place to live for vintage items. So we end up kind of calling our price on that, and the lady was much more concerned with her uranium glass. Imagine that. So her Uranus glass.
Stop.
Oh no! It's a real live blue lady. That is interesting.
Like from Fifth Element.
She might be more expensive. Right. Is she from Fifth Element?
But anyhow, Brandon's best.
Element.
Aloha! Thank you for being here.
Brandon's best.
Finally able to catch a live, so I can say aloha.
Aloha to you.
Normally, I work out listening to you guys later in the day. That's so awesome.
We should put some death metal in our program.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for commenting and being here. And
do not have eggs. I am taking the egg shots for all y'all. So my body is built for nog, but I want you guys all to be healthy. So don't do it.
Paul says he's been working on the marketing for the sweet treat nog bomb, the gooey treat that makes it festive all year round.
That's right. It has a little center. It's a cookie with the little center, and it explodes in your mouth. Some, eggnog. Oh boy.
Oh wait, Kent Hamilton, no soundboard. You owe me a
heart.
Right
now.
There we go.
You can't tell the difference.
No, of course not. Morty the One!
Morty the One is in the house.
Merry
Melakaliki Maka to
Jenna,
everybody.
aloha.
Oh my goodness. Aloha.
You
well,
guys,
we were going to play this game, but maybe we're not now because we're just going to read.
When we're done, make
want to try this? Check
make
this out,
sure you look at the thumbnail of this video.
Rebel Commander.
Okay, Mike Seller, jumping off now. Off to Mom's for Christmas.
Aloha, Mike. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for
Thank you for being our friend and chilling out with us all the time. And
thank you for
say hi to Mom for us. Yes. Say hi to Mom for us.
And thank you.
Say the guy with the big glasses, the sweaty guy with the big glasses.
Pokey says thank you.
And Pokey, of course. Mm-hmm. Pokey loves everybody. So this little guy, well, he doesn't have a sweater on now, but we went out.
Game.
You shut your trap.
Shut your pie hole.
We went out, like I said, how many, let me tell you a little story. When we went to, and this is a Christmas story. This is a little heart warmer, hopefully. We went over to pick up a couple of books that had sold. So all of our books stay off-site, which is kind of annoying when people buy books, but we want the books to sell. And there's 10,000 of them. We don't know which ones to keep here, which ones to take there. So they all have to be there. So anytime we sell a book, we got to drive forever, about 15, 20 minutes. Each direction to go get it. And we were driving there today, and it is snowing. I mean, it's...
we have a winter weather advisory because the roads are extremely slick. There's snow.
On the roads.
Visibility is not that great.
Every car on the road, with the exception of us, was a snowplow. Like, just F-150s as far as the eye can see. Super plows, flip plows, cattle prods.
Because we were out pretty early. So
we were out early, and just a route that I've taken 1,000 times, and we're driving and we see just a figure up in front of us, and he's walking on a road that does not have sidewalks, a road that is twisty.
In the snow, because he's trying to. You can tell he's trying to not walk on the road because it's dangerous. So he's walking in the snow that's been plowed up to this in a snowbank, essentially, yeah.
And so we're like, he's got it figured out. We drive.
Well, we were like,
we're like, whatever.
Well, we're like, what is he doing? Like, this
we question
is crazy.
it.
Come on.
And so we went to our warehouse and we did our nasty little warehouse business.
Kay Picker, aloha.
Kay Picker, aloha, welcome.
Just popping in. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Can't stay too long. Thank
aloha.
you.
Bah, 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 bah.
So nice to see you, Kate.
Awesome. Have a great Christmas.
Thank you for stopping in.
So we came back, and there is
Jet
some
fixer!
like real turns coming and going. I mean, it's definitely not a pedestrian friendly day or road, even if it's a good day. So we pass him again. We're just like, I hope he has a nice fireplace to dry
Well,
out.
we were like, wow, he's still walking.
I mean, it's miserable out. Miserable. And we're driving in our luxury car for all intents and purposes, although it does need a new battery.
It's old.
It's older, but the whole world comes down crashing on us as we're driving home, and we're like, can we just ignore this situation? So we're just like, I'm doing calculation. Is this guy a murderer? Why would a murderer be walking in a snowbank? He could just murder somebody and steal their car.
And
but
then,
maybe he's trying to lure us in with like being a
and
little
then it's like the roads are so
like,
bad. Someone could easily slip and like run into him.
And we saw a couple of spin outs. Anyway, long story short, we turn around.
We were like, we got to do this.
We got to do this. And on the most dangerous turn in that whole area, I hazard. She rolls down the window. Can we give you a ride?
And he's just like, yes.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, he's. I just.
Okay, so this guy is young 20s.
Gonna cry already.
I know.
Because we're Christmas.
Young 20s. He is walking 8 miles. It makes me want to
I know, it's bad. So he's going to McDonald's to work. So, how do we get past this part? So, we pick up the kid, and he's a kid. He's really tall, and he's very polite. He had just moved up here recently from Louisiana, so everything is ma'am
He's
and
not
sir.
at all prepared for winter.
He has no gloves.
No gloves, nothing, like no hat, no scarf. He's walking 8 miles to his job at McDonald's. That's the only McDonald's he could get hired at. And
he's living in a hotel with his brother. I mean,
his twin brother.
Who knows all the whole scene,
we felt like we were asking too many questions.
In front of his hotel, I happen to know, is a frickin' McDonald's. Like, right in front of his hotel that he's living at. And, anyway. So, we pick him up. We have a great conversation. We drop him off.
And, okay, so we're like, do you have gloves? He's like, no. I was like, well... like, we have this mismatched pair. Would you like them? And he goes, yes. And I had this awesome, nice scarf wrapped around my neck. And I was like, would you like a scarf? And he said, yes. And I said, here you go. I'm like, take it. And he's just like, thank you so much.
We dropped him off.
And then we were like,
gave him a few bucks so he could maybe get a ride home.
Yeah,
like, he can just determine if
he would just walk another 8 miles home at night. I mean, pitch black. And he's wearing all black.
And he's wearing all black. That's a whole other thing. And I just sit and I sit here and I count our frickin' blessings.
I know.
It's hard. I mean, it's super weird because we're all like Christmas Eve-y, can't find any damn nog, have to go to every frickin' store on the planet.
And we're like, oh, we got to pick up a couple of books because we're shipping them for some eBay purchases. And
we get to choose our own hours. We get to not work if we don't want to. We get to nog out.
This guy, and I was like, dude, that is some serious commitment. It was, 0 degrees yesterday, and I was like, has anyone ever picked you up before? And he said, a lady picked me up yesterday. And I thought, thank God, because it was so cold. And you guys, he walks on this interstate type road, this other section that's closer to the actual McDonald's.
Like when and we were like, close. Yeah.
We were just like,
wow,
oh
I'm a
my
mess.
God.
Hold on. Don't look at me.
Anyhow.
I'm going to have to turn off the video.
We are very grateful for what we have, and we can't complain. I mean,
not to mention, no matter what happened, like reselling is going to be difficult, and we're going to have to adapt to it and everything. But the other thing I'm really grateful for is that I don't have to drive you to work every day, and that it's well worth it just to not have your income or anything, just to not have to get up in the morning and drive
Yeah, I mean, it's
because it kind of ruined my whole
your
life of luxury
vibe.
playboy style
Your
that I have
vibe.
here. So
Right. I mean, selling on eBay can be stressful, but it's so much more worth it to me. So I'm very
sorry.
grateful.
Anyway, I just want to share that story and hope maybe just give
Well,
somebody
I'm just like, what size boots would he need? What? Can we do a GoFundMe for him?
I mean, I'm the kind of guy that's just like, oh, pump the brakes. Let's just do something nice here. We don't need to, rearrange
I
the
know.
poor guy's whole life. But
I
at the
know.
same time, I'd love to help everybody if I could. But at some point, you gotta help yourself too. So,
Yeah.
um,
But it just brings us to how grateful we are for
Yes.
what we have.
and you guys are part of that.
And you are. We
Okay,
are.
let's not make them feel weird.
Okay.
It's Christmas. Dan Decor say, Merry Christmas, gonna find the stockings I put away really well. ADHD problems. Are you gonna do like the Clark Griswold where you're locked in the attic and then you reach in and you find like the 20-year-old stocking filled, it's got like a little shriveled orange in the bottom? Because everybody used to have back in the day, for whatever reason, a Christmas stocking had a
Yeah, why?
clementine in it.
Yeah,
A tangerine.
What's
Because Christmas, you didn't used to be able to get fruit in the middle of the winter.
Okay.
So it was kind of like my aunt always used to leave a couple of green leaves on it. It's part of like the thing. Like
I love that.
here's a piece of fruit in the middle of winter. Of course, we grew up in California where the fruit was like down the street.
Just so you know, guys, it is flurrying a little bit. It's so Christmassy here. It's like sickeningly Christmassy.
It is nice. I love it.
It's so awesome.
Jet Fixer is saying, hope Santa brings Pokey
Oh, yeah.
delicious snack. He's never failed him yet. I'm not sure. I don't think he would now. We have woken up in the middle of the night. True story. Pokey, Santa eating Pokey's treats together. Happened. True story. Paul Rose says, it looks like Rutger Hauer. Don't stop for the hitcher. Wait, who's Rutger? I know who Rutger Hauer is. He is from Blade Runner and stuff. I mean, I totally know who he is. But
Oh, wait, just quickly. Your mom's here, Penny Lane. Aloha.
Aloha.
Fans. Finally found
She
you.
just said
saying
bye.
hi. Later.
Oh, no.
Love you. Mahalo.
Blah, blah, blah. We don't have any sounds. We're over here in the remote. We're doing a remote broadcast from the dining room here. So, by the way, one of our best finds of last year was this crystal ball thing. We filled
Oh
with
yeah. This right here.
ornaments.
And we have.
Hey Ma, you do see your thing right there, right? In full view, the advent calendar from 1972. Suck that up and love it.
We have two vintage aluminum Christmas trees. So we didn't set them up this year, but we took a few branches and put them in the round crystal vase that we got at a garage sale.
Paul Rose says, "Wow, this makes my life at the moment sound good." But he's 20, so he wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, for a kid we had just pulled out of a snowstorm on the side of the road, he's just like, "Thank you." Oh no, because she starts in. What's your name? What's your social security number? How many? Where's all your family? We need to figure this out. You asked him a lot of questions.
Well, no, I was just like.
Because we just wanted to know. And he was just like,
"Where
yes,
are you
ma'am,
going?"
no, sir.
Oh, he
He's
was
just like,
so
nope, it's absolutely
polite.
fine, please.
And he
a
had
little
a
accent
smile on his face
the whole time.
No
He
complaining.
had a missing tooth, too.
Yes,
like
you were
me.
twinning.
We were twinning.
No complaining.
My goodness,
smile.
no.
Oh,
Thank you
goodness.
so much.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Don't make us cry more.
Yes, here's
Thank
to
you so
being
much.
grateful and thank you for everything God provides for us, even though we don't deserve it.
It's true. I mean, I do work pretty hard though. but no, I mean it's amazing that what has been provided in my life, in just the stuff, the things, the people, everything. Thank you so much. I just have to get. I don't need to be all soggy.
How
dare you?
I'll read
How
some.
dare you?
Oh, Jovial was saying, I so love your all's heart. Much love to you both. Thank you.
You too. You too.
We love you too,
You're a
Jovial.
sweetheart, aren't you?
Beard, I wish I could give this more than 1 thumbs up.
If you do
Oh,
that,
that's so sweet.
if you do that, then it's a thumbs down. And
Paul
also,
said
if you do it
ditto,
3
Beard.
times, then John gets a thumbs up. It's like, I don't know how that whole
John
thing works.
and Jenna deserve it.
Yeah, of course they do.
And Paul was like, ditto, Beard.
Thank you
Axe
so
Monkey did a heart. Kate Picker was like, oh my gosh, we are so blessed. We all
We
really
really are. I mean,
we
it's hard,
really
it's
are.
hard to remember that all the time. But
And how nuts is it that we all have become friends through freaking YouTube?
it's crazy.
We haven't seen each other in person.
What's
that's
amazing
really neat.
is that we all I mean, imagine all the YouTubers. I mean, sorry, all the eBayers, all the resellers still existing in complete eBay island. I mean,
I know.
we're a very small percentage of people who have found each other
I know.
and can have ourselves for support. And a lot of people, just muck through their own way through it. And apparently a whole bunch of people are doing so good they could technically retire right now for the rest of their lives. And I was pretty shocked at that. Not talking smack. I'm just saying that.
Well, some good news for Ryan, finally.
Ryan, what happened?
He had a better week on eBay this week. He did over $200 today so far.
Sweet.
Averaged $50 a day this week, which is better than 10.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, your calculator.
Yes, you're right. Verified. $50 is definitely better than 10.
Kent Hamilton, God bless him for working. Most people won't work nowadays, let
Dude, this
alone
guy
go
was
throll
like-
all he does to get there.
He looked
It
it
takes
up on
him
his.
he guys,
looked it up on his thing.
2 hours and
And-
48 minutes to walk each
on a
way.
sunny day.
On a sunny
like,
day.
Like a not.
Now
yeah.
add in a whole bunch of snow.
It's just.
No warm gear. I mean, anyhow. Paul, I always feel weird. Callie Des was congratulating Ryan that things are picking up for him again. I know, thank God.
I mean,
still low, but better.
Ryan, though, but once you get clipped by eBay, it takes a while to rebuild it up. Even if it's not your fault, even for whatever reason, when they hit you, like I had an item. Oh well, this didn't actually. This is a fake story. So I have an item and it sells, but I can't find it. That actually has only happened once in our entire existence. But I'm combining a couple stories together. And
Okay.
if
It's a cornucopia.
yes, so even if you're able to refund the money and you get that glitch on your account, it can take you at least 30 days to recover from that. And I think that applies to any defect above a shipping late defect. So that means an item not received or anything else can tank your account for a month, I think, personally.
Because you're saying we experienced that.
We have experienced...
But some of the defects are category specific, though.
I think they all are.
So if it's an
category
item
specific.
not as
But
described,
most of them
right?
are kind of niched. So then we end up hurting our best category.
And I'm sure you guys, well, yeah, old news, but how eBay is.
What?
How eBay
Nope.
is.
Canceled. Leaving now.
Oh,
Bye. Gotta go.
Callie
Can't look at
Debs!
me. Can't look at me.
Oh,
Wait,
thank you.
you can still hear me though, right?
That's so sweet.
So I'm just gonna go over here.
Love you guys. You bring so much joy to us. Oh, goodness.
Hold on, just give me a sec.
That is so
I'm just
sweet.
like, working
Thank
it
you.
out.
Thank
We're
you. That's
going
so
to
sweet.
the top. Okay, I'm fine now. I made it.
Oh, you can still hear him, thank goodness.
I did not go pee. I was just gonna go pee. It's gonna be funny, but.
Callie Debs, that is
Thank
so
you
sweet of you.
so much.
I mean,
So sweet.
you guys, obviously, you don't have to do that, but that is so incredibly sweet.
Did you heart it for me?
Yes.
You guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to get
She was
sidetracked.
asking if we've heard about the Santa Cruz Pier.
Yes.
But his
my
mom
mom
sent us the article.
And then the toilets broke off. The toilets broke off and floated down the beach. Like the whole end of the pier
Ew.
kind of fell off, and so the toilets went one way, and then
No
you could
people,
see.
right? I was looking at the picture to see
No,
if there
no,
were any people.
nobody got hurt,
Okay.
and people were like surfers were like swimming around it and stuff, but the toilets went way down the beach and like landed on the shore, and then a big chunk of the actual pier is just like floating like a monolith in the sea.
I don't know why everything makes
Stop.
me want to cry
No,
right now.
it's okay. It's okay. Kate Picker. Yeah, oranges and walnuts were a luxury during the Depression. Exactly, Kate. Wasn't I just telling you today? Nuts are Christmas.
Yes.
So my grandparents who lived through the Depression, that's the house that I'm talking at when my aunt gave the orange with the leaves still on it, and we had a bowl of nuts, and that's the only time of the year you had nuts. You had a big bowl, you had some nuts, you had the nutcracker, and I remember still to this day the smell of fresh walnuts that are really, really like good walnuts, and they're like still in the walnut shell. And you pop that crap open, and
Wait,
like
did
that
you guys
meaty,
know,
set
like,
little brain in there, and you're like, I mean,
You
the
can't
brain.
eat too many.
Nutmegs.
No, what is the nut? They have something in them that can make you really sick if you eat too many of them.
Is it Is it the spiky fish? You know,
Oh, what the heck nut is that? Oh, if Biff was here, he would.
Nutmeg.
No, it's like,
It is
oh
nutmeg.
gosh, what
Nutmeg
is
is
it?
psychedelic.
You can get really, really sick.
We
Ends
should
up
try
in
all
the
the nuts and see
hospital.
what happens.
And Jovia was saying, thanks so much for sharing. I feel honored. Why am I tearing up? I feel honored to have crossed paths with you both. Thank
you so much. That is so sweet.
Morty the One was saying, living in Wisconsin for 15 years, being from North Carolina, walking in the snow 2 years ago when my car messed up on me. I feel for the guy. Glad you helped him. We are too.
So let me just tell you how real people that we are. I told you that we drove by him once. We went to the warehouse. We drove by him again and saw him. And then, you know, you have to be open. You have to be open and just be like, we both just looked at each other at the same time and we're like, can we go home? Can we live with ourselves this afternoon?
No.
And no, we couldn't. So that's what happened. I mean,
I
I feel like we're not as great
I'm
as,
just so
as that,
glad.
but at the same time, we did. The outcome became important.
Paul was saying, good karma, guys. Hopefully you get it back in spades. We already have.
I mean, seriously, I feel like, you know, I'm in a point to pay it forward. Like, is that even a thing? Is that like a real thing? But I think that it's important to, even if you just put some good out into the world, even if you don't get it back or it's not like you put it out, somebody else might get it and pass it on. It's not always, you know, it's not always a complete, like a circuit or anything, but the more people who put good out in the world, the more likely you are to get it
The only
when you need it.
downside to it was because we picked him up, we got him to work so early.
He had to sit there.
Because usually
before his
he
shift.
calculates 2 hours and 48 minutes.
Well,
so,
he would have been there really late today, boy.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, John was saying we created a Discord for the very reason eBay Island is very real. It is.
For sure.
I feel for people.
And not
that
everybody's
do this
interested
on their
necessarily
own.
in coming forth. Thank you so much, you guys. Just Mike and Kelly Debs, thank you so much. What was I saying? That
eBay Island.
eBay Island, right? And not everybody has the same communication. I'm not going to call it skills, but desires. I mean, it's like some people just aren't interested in putting themselves like.
I mean,
out there
an
public.
example is, so we have like
Our
the
like
main
on this
crew of
live.
people that participate in chat, and there's plenty of other people that, you know, are unable to or are uncomfortable or just don't want to, but they're listening for a reason because, you know, we're just company while they work, whatever it is. I mean, we don't expect everyone to participate. We get it. That's
Brandon's
fine.
Best says, a much belated thank you for the nuclear reset info. You're totally welcome. Um, I was full-time eBay during COVID,
Oh,
but with all the changes, you now work full-time at McDonald's.
nice.
I'm in my 50s also, by the way. Well, McDonald's is definitely, obviously we didn't know the kid worked at McDonald's when we picked him up, but I'm a big fan of the place myself.
Well,
This is
so
a body by McDonald's, obviously.
and we were like, how fitting an end to today's errands. We ended the day with going to the McDonald's closest to our house
Oh,
and getting.
after we said no McDonald's as we drove to the warehouse. We're like, nope, we're not gonna have an egg McMuffin. We're not gonna do that today. We're gonna have like a banana or something. Maybe when we get back.
4TP?
What?
Oh, thank you.
4TP.
But humbug from beyond the ice wall. Don't let the drone
Don't
spray
spray
on you and tell you it's
raining.
raining. Thank
Aloha,
you,
appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. You guys, that is just crazy and awesome.
But anyhow, so right,
Thank you so much, 4TP.
on our way to running.
Look at his little Grinch.
On our way to running the errands, we were like, no, we're not getting any McDonald's. Nope.
After we
Trying to
dropped
be
him
good.
off at McDonald's, then we needed McDonald's.
And then we were like, let's get some McDonald's.
We deserved it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just like a fitting way to end our errands for the day.
You guys.
Quite frankly.
So awesome.
Callie Debs was saying, love you too. Merry Christmas. We love you so much, Callie Debs.
What a year it's been, huh, Callie Debs?
Jenna,
I know for you too.
Jenna's so sweet. You two are one of the most genuine couples that we have the pleasure of calling our friends. Thank
you
Jenna.
so much. I mean, I have to say that
You
the
guys
feeling
are
is mutual.
too. Thank
yes.
you. Yes. Paul, eBay told me to order reports for the past
Do you think
year.
we'll cry more if we get a second eggnog?
Sure.
Sure, we will cry more, but that's okay.
Well, the eggnog.
We didn't do any other nice things, so
The eggnog.
that's the only nice thing we ever did.
The eggnog is not what made me cry. Just I don't know. I don't know. It's like emotional right now.
Well, it's a very emotional day, and it's an emotional time, and it really, I think, really brings out the best in people in general. So.
It does, and I wish your mom was here.
Me three. I'm over here at the mixing station.
Your mom.
What'd you say? You can't handle it, can you?
She says, "Oh, I had to come back and see the snow outside the window."
Yes.
LB, no crying.
Good luck. Is it becoming are they torturing us? Are they trying to make us cry? My mom is sitting in California in Napa Valley. But at Christmas, sometimes you actually do want snow.
Oh.
It's nice just to fly in to the snow and then fly home to your beach house in Hawaii or wherever it is, because snow is difficult. But thankfully, my wife gets up early and shovels it all, and I never have to do that.
It's the only exercise I get, so I'm totally
she likes
willing
it.
to go and shovel.
I didn't even have
And
to
it's
convince
nice
her
breathing
of it.
in that cold air. It really wakes you up. So.
And you've been doing it your whole life, and to me, it would just be depressing.
Paul was saying eBay told him to order reports for the past year, as I may get my titles or descriptions back. 'Cause
Interesting.
Remember, he lost the 2,000. It took 10 days to process. I downloaded them today, and the listing data is blank.
Oh.
Oh, God. That sucks. Sorry.
Anything?
Paul.
You can't get anything back at all?
And Brandon was saying that he's been niching down all year to qualify men's clothing and scheduled listings for the win. I
Oh,
really
my
feel
goodness.
niching helps.
Do I need to block you?
As you
I don't
already
have
know,
it.
we're everything sellers, but we've niched out our media category and then like the really one-of-a-kind, high-end items that no one will ever buy. 'Cause
Which is
they're
an
too
I
expensive,
think
but
that might be like
separating
our
those out.
savior is how we niched was not we're just into video games. It's a
We're still
broad
nuts.
niche. It's the media is such a broad niche. So any media at all, those all seems to work really well together. Books, video games, records, 45s. They really work well together. So,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, is
As far
all
as
of
the
that
story.
really considered media, but we're
It
just
is.
considering it media. Yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, anything.
Brazil nuts. I think it is Brazil nuts.
Oh, Brazil nut?
Ryan says, I used to hate walnuts and pecans as a kid. I love them now.
Because they're
Not big on walnuts.
and again, and I remember like walnuts used to, I don't know, give me like a little like soreness in my mouth or something. But now I do love them, and that like pulpiness, that weird brain thing that pecans and walnuts have, and then you eat them and they're good, and they have like oils in them.
Okay, yeah, and Carlo was saying Brazil nuts, you should only eat 2 a day.
Oh,
Yeah, I was. It was.
that's why they probably took them out of like mixed nut
I
packages.
I never knew that. Never,
Me
have
neither.
never ever heard
It's
that.
like a big white. Well,
And-
once you take off the shell, it's a big white nut.
And I read somebody said how their brother was
big
like
white nut.
pounding them,
That's what she
and
said.
the sister was like, "Oh my God,
Do they blow
you
up?
did not just eat that many."
They
And
explode.
they were like, "Yeah," and he ended up in the emergency
So that's
room.
why, because they actually explode inside of you. Don't hit them with the hammer.
Paul, yeah, I'm not getting it back right now, but I'm still putting it out when I can. Maybe there's an avalanche heading my way next year. Kent, not YouTube, but Pokey brings us joy too.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. Oh,
So, well, by the way,
he brings us so much joy. I can't imagine our life
so
without
check
him.
this out. Let me tell you another story. There's a different vibe on this story. So every single
That is
morning,
so awesome.
I
Beard.
get up at like, I would say 4:45, a little bit before 5 o'clock. I'm a very early riser. That's like my one thing in life that I am consistent on, and that kind of leads some of my other behaviors. My best behaviors are led by getting up early. So I'll say that. And so 4:45 is kind of like a rising time for me, which is weird, but it's early. We go to bed fairly early too, so I get about 7 hours of sleep. So 4:45, I wake up and I reach my hand somewhere. I have to search everywhere under the covers until I find a little furry warm spot, and it's the dog. Shh! How dare you?
And we call him a rotisserie chicken because then he like flips
Because then
over.
he flips over,
And then it's his little ribs, and we're like, "Oh my God, that's your ribs!
so
Those are
then-
warm. Yum 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 yum."
So you pet him, and then he does this, and then your heart breaks like 3 times.
Yeah,
like, so- 'cause
Beard,
it's so
do
cute.
your little dogs take their paws and rub their eyes?
All dogs do it, and it's the best
Yeah.
thing in the world. And then he starts inchworming over to my side of the bed where I've got a little jar of treats for him, which he got before he went to bed. So by 5 o'clock, we've all like had our first morning snuggle or whatever you want to call it. And I'm up and out, and they go back to get bed for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for everybody. I
He's
think.
my little. So Beard was saying, so I worked 12 years at McDonald's. True story. I have been to Hamburger University
Nice.
in Chicago.
HU. You know how many? I've sold belt buckles.
How awesome is that?
HU belt buckles from manager training.
That is some hard work. I don't know. You have to be pretty resilient to
Well, the key to McDonald's
do McDonald's.
is to
Customers are
basically
awful.
own like 30
Can be
stores.
awful.
You own 30 McDonald's, and then as the owner, you make a lot of money. I watched because we have 2 big owners here in town. Billy Benware, I think his name is. Anyway, I was exposed to his operation and how he made money from having like 32 different McDonald's, and it's a pretty insane operation. But there's a lot of casualty in it. I found there's just like a lot of human casualty. So there doesn't seem to be a lot of the managers get respect, but everyone seems very expendable.
Well, it's a lot. It's
Like
often
any job,
a first job for a lot of young people. So that's sort of also they're not necessarily expendable, but they're just there for a summer job or they're
Well, that I expect, and that is why I've always thought McDonald's was a top-rated American company.
And
because
what a
they
way
do
to
give
be
people
introduced
those-
into the workforce with one of the toughest jobs.
Yeah, I would say it's probably the toughest
Yeah.
job. You know what we have right now? The opposite of that.
We are very fortunate. Biff was saying you've got the inside drop when the next batch of McRib jugs is offered.
Oh, I didn't even exploit that. I was too into emotional living that I did not even think about exploiting
Ayo, you had
my
me
connection.
at eggnog. Kate was saying that her brother went to Hamburger University in the 70s.
Yeah, well, that's what these belt buckles
That
were
is
from.
so awesome. Not
And
good,
somebody
we
who
heard
bought
it.
them contacted us back, and they were in Hamburger University in the Bay Area, and they went to and they said that there was such camaraderie amongst everyone in the 70s at McDonald's
Yeah.
that people went to discos and they were hanging out together. It sounded great, and I feel like it seemed like it was fun back then.
I think so too. Mike was telling his youngest, my youngest, her best friend in the Hamburglar because she eats so
The
many
Hamburglar.
burgers. Okay, I was telling my youngest her best friend is the Hamburglar because she eats so many burgers. She gave me a blank stare.
Yes, I'm a Hamburglar.
I think
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a lot of stuff.
I'm not sure if we mentioned the story of his cousin, who is significantly younger than us, heard a busy signal once using a landline and was so confused. I mean, this was years ago.
What is
was
this
so
noise?
confused. It was like, what is this sound? Had never
Nerds.
heard a
Kid
busy signal
nerds.
before. Ayo, careful now. The older we get, the more we shouldn't be shoveling snow. Let the neighbor younglings do it for you.
We do. We have the kids that go up and down the street with the shovels. You know, they're just like kids. They have a shovel. We'll travel, and they're going up and down there. You know, I offered them what I thought was a normal price, 25 cents, do my driveway, right? And they're like, pfft. And then all my tires were flat the next day. I don't know what's happening.
I do pause a lot, and many times I'm like, am I having a heart attack?
I watch you on the Nest
Oh, you
Cam.
do?
Like and I yell at her. I'm
So
like,
you
keep
can
it
run out-
moving.
You can run out and give me CPR if I need it. Yeah, well, I have high cholesterol, you know. Ayo again. I remember the Jerky Boys did a bit about Brazilian nuts. Okay, was it
I think
that
it
whole
was
thing about
different.
eating too many?
It was probably not about eating too many.
Paul, he's asking if Pokey joins me outside for snow shoveling or just watch you longingly from the nearest window. Yeah, he watches. And
If I can, well, so no, the dog when she's outside, the dog is trying to get into my body, into it. I mean, he's like behind me, on top of me. He'd be much more comfortable if he could crawl inside me like a tauntaun. He just wants to like slice me open with a lightsaber and crawl inside. He would be happy with
like
that.
in what was that
Tauntaun.
movie? No, the movie with
Oh,
Titanic,
also,
dude.
the Revenant.
Yes,
Relevant.
where he
The Revenant.
sliced open his
The
horse
horse.
that died and he crawled in
That
it.
was such a Star Wars ripoff. Come on.
Um,
Star Wars is real.
Axe Monkey was saying that her daughter-in-law loved the Transformer Funko, and she was
Awesome.
happy that the box had damage so that she could take it out of
She
the
could
box.
actually use it, so you wouldn't have to
She
put it
says,
just
"You
on the
guys
shelf.
rock." No, thank you,
That's
Axe
awesome.
Monkey.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you that was successful.
And Biff was saying common reaction with walnuts.
Well, walnuts do. I mean, the only thing in my whole life, she gets a canker sore from like a moth flying in the room. That was the only thing that I ever got a canker sore from was a walnut.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's got little pokey pieces, and they actually poke into you. That's what I thought when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I'm
about
weird.
that.
You're weird.
Ayo, if you eat
Is this thing on?
If you eat that many nuts, you're about to get a little nutty. Brandon's best. Brandon 100% gets your 8th grade humor. I'm an 80s thing. We know best. Or
That's right.
It's an 80s thing. Sorry, my bad.
I'm 1982 was when all of my maturity, I can mask it. I can pretend like I'm older than 1982 12-year-old Primo, but I'm not. I mean, like, as soon as E.T. came out, that was like when I stopped any forward maturity. I think.
Axe Monkey.
Well, actually, I think I did mature a little more than that. But the 2020,
Yeah.
I like intentionally probably
Reverted.
regressed. I think I regressed a bunch in the past few years.
And Axe Monkey was saying that she never worked McDonald's, but she did the taco circuit, Taco Bell and Taco John's. And Biff was also a Taco Bell kid. We didn't have Taco Bell here. It was just
I didn't
it
work,
was McDonald's and Burger King.
I didn't have a fast. So my first jobs were after paper route.
Ayo, how old are you?
I want to say.
Ayo has anyone noticed the leg lamp in the background? It must be French. Ayo.
It's Italian. It's fragile. My first
Quirky Picker
service
Chat.
jobs, I would call it that, was espresso. So in Palo Alto, you could choose between, apparently McD's or espresso, because plantation cafes, I worked at Pete's, Il Fornaio, and Whole Foods.
I did telemarketing. Ayo is only 41. Okay. I was just asking because I thought maybe you were too young to know the Christmas Story with the lamp leg, but.
He was alive when they played it on Turner on TNT for 24 hours a day.
Because that came out in the 80s, right?
No, I think that was in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. They started playing that 24 hours a day.
Okay.
Whenever, because there was some, he bought the right, at some point he got the rights.
90. Quirky Picker Chad, aloha. Thanks for being here. Merry Christmas to you.
Quirky Picker Chad, Merry Christmas.
Paul is saying, and as we've already established, you wouldn't smell bad like a tauntaun, but of frosted eucalyptus. Win-win for the Pipester.
Okay, very good. Frosted eucalyptus tauntaun innards.
DM Ephemera, aloha.
Aloha to
Merry
you.
Christmas. Thanks for being here. I skipped the fast food job, sold weed to my 1980s classmates instead.
I was never. I toyed around with that job, but I never did it very well. My problem was that I was high in my own supply, so that was not a job that worked out for me. No.
John was saying, why do you need a Taco Bell there when you have Vermont tacos?
Well, you don't want to eat at Taco Bell. Our Taco Bell is a disgusting
a
sham of
blob.
a. Yeah, it's
so
literally
wait.
the worst Taco Bell.
When I worked in the mall, and I ran a T-shirt store, which
pre-2008,
which we were just looking at old photographs, and we have a couple photos of the store. I always kept it so nice and organized, and we were just like, oh my god, all of these shirts were so much.
They're all like
right
liquid
now.
Blue, Grateful Dead shirts and stuff, but they were new,
just,
on the rack.
I'm like, why didn't I buy one of everything?
We did. I had them all. We sold a bunch, and I still have a bunch.
But anyhow, we had a Taco Bell in the mall, and it was really successful.
Yeah,
but then, the malls all started dying around 2008, where there was somewhat of a recession, and eventually Taco Bell closed.
And that was the first time that your
job ended.
It
was shocking that Taco Bell closed because they did really well. But
everything closed in 2008.
Yeah.
And that was the first time you almost had to work with me.
Yes.
But you were like, nah, I'm going to go get a real job, thanks. She didn't believe it could be done at that time.
But anyhow, as far as I know, in our
John,
area,
I would actually like a Taco Bell just to get
There is one Taco Bell, but it's really nasty. And it's like an hour from here.
It's like 30 seconds from the Canadian border. Yeah. There's nothing good happening up there. And it is a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Oh, that's so nice. Callie was saying that
Pizza Hut.
She worked at McDonald's in high school, and they went Christmas caroling together. It was a fun
I'm
group.
telling you, it was. I remember stuff like that in the 70s and 80s, but the thing that I always loved.
Merry Christmas to you and your family. He said it's 61. Sunny with clouds in Elk Grove. Thank you for the company.
Merry Christmas, Biff. Thanks for the awesome friendship over the last year, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Say hi to your mom for us. Say hi to your family for us. All y'all say hi to your family for us. We'll just say hi to them because it'll be weird.
Mike was saying, I'm sure glad Taco Bell has upgraded their sandpaper meat.
It's now grade D.
beef.
Upgrade.
So instead of
It's from
30
grade
minutes
F.
running to the bowl, it's 1 hour.
From grade mold.
Axe Monkey was saying Taco John's was 20 pounds meat and a giant bag of sawdust.
I believe that. Because
that is true. They do put sawdust.
You can. There was. I don't know.
Well, like bread has feathers in it, right?
Flippin' it. John worked at did you work at Wiener
Wiener
Schnitzel
Schnitzel?
or Der Wiener Schnitzel? Because that will tell your age. Was it actually a Der Wiener Schnitzel at the time? I bet it was. Oh, and I bet you quit right after that experience. And I didn't need something like a gunpoint. I just needed like my girlfriend to be out of there. After the Der was gone already.
Husty's Emporium! Aloha! Merry Christmas to you!
Aloha! Welcome to our dining room.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's our dining room. Thank you. I mean, I'm sure you guys know, we talk about it all the time, but we love vintage stuff. So we really try to wear and decorate our house with as much of vintage as
What's
possible.
new in this room? Nothing.
No.
Look at this.
I mean,
We got this old crap. I had to get all this crap.
we are
This,
big eBay
Spode.
supporters. So
Spode.
not only, of course, do we sell on eBay, but we eBay is often our first stop when we want something.
These little gold gems right here. Check that out. You can't see that. Needless markup. These are from Neiman Marcus. These were 1980s Neiman Marcus gifts.
But this is part of like fracking our hoard.
So
that's
this,
the little mirrored credenza that
We love
we
that.
opened, and we had the Cutco set that we sold for.
Can you see that? Yeah, that's where the Cutco set was.
$300 or something.
That's where the gold, the 22
290
karat
or-
gold cocktail glasses were. Like we pulled, I don't know, $500 out of there on the past.
I
couple
feel like we're
weeks.
very old people because we just
We are.
have so much crap stored away, and we're like,
We
oh my
bought
goodness,
everyone
look at
else's
that.
top stuff from their estate sales 20 years ago, and then put them into our stuff so that we could have an estate sale right now.
But that little mirrored credenza we got during the pandemic, actually.
We sold a teak because we had a teak one in here, and we sold that because we wanted mirror.
Merry Christmas.
We wanted something crazy. We were like redoing everything. We're reconsidering all of our choices in the pandemic.
Paul is saying the last.
Hey, Augusto's 90? What?
No. Paul was 1990 is when I think he was.
Callie Debs, remember that? I remember. Oh my gosh! Do you know that who did the Callie Debs knows? Yes, they used to do the singing because in the 80s, what's his name? Who's the guy who loves Michael Jackson and he still does? And he
Oh
was
my
in
God, he was in the Stand By Me.
Yeah, what's his name? With the ear, and then he's a crazy singer now, and he's not good, but he has a
My eyes are
hair
so
dryer.
itchy.
And
Corey Heyman
Corey
or Corey
Feldman.
Feldman. Okay.
Corey Feldman did that first commercial, and he was like this tall, and he got the 50-cent McDonald's gift certificates, and he used to get them in your. Remember when they were still trying to feed us? They're like, McDonald's is good for your children.
I was just seeing
They
a
made it
video
so much
where
fun,
people
though.
were sort of making fun of him because he sings now and he is like out of his mind.
He's not good, but the thing is that
Excuse me.
he doesn't need to be
Sorry
good
about
to
that.
me. He just needs to be good to him.
And but he's entertaining, and I'm sure
agree.
he's sort of playing it up, but he's like
Maybe.
all on stage, like all cool, and he has the microphone in front of him.
Oh, and he was doing Sparks?
No, he
Oh.
goes to like sing, but his depth perception was wrong or something. He's all
Poked
like
his eye.
against the microphone.
That sounds like something you might do.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. That is totally what I would do. But anyhow, Paul was saying that the last half dozen times he ordered McDonald's on the app, at least one item is missing, and one time the whole order was wrong. Can't beat letting overpriced food go even colder while you call customer service.
No.
And
Just eat
I
it.
feel like over the past 3-4 years, it has quadrupled in price.
It's quadrupled.
Yeah.
But now what you want to do is the hack. If you even want to eat there, you got to get a quarter pound. If you want a beef meal, You have to get a quarter pounder because I think that's the only thing they cook fresh. Like the meat's actually fresh.
Okay.
And then everything else is frozen and
So wait,
salty.
did you read the rest of John's comment that he
Held by
works there?
gunpoint.
Yeah. Okay. That is
And
crazy.
I said he probably
did you
stopped
quit?
right after that.
Yeah, I would have been like, bye.
Well, I know he quit right after that. I'm guessing, but I think I know.
Hesty's Emporium, aloha, happy
Wait,
Christmas,
where is
guys.
Jenna driving right now?
What a cool place
She
you
must be
have,
driving.
which we already read that.
Thank you so much.
But thanks again, and I hope you have a nice Christmas Eve and Christmas tomorrow. Seasoned sawdust.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Burrell, Merry Christmas to you.
I think you can put in China, you can put melamine, which is, they make like wood siding out of it, but it's a protein product and you can put it in food. I don't, food is gross. Except in Vermont where the tacos grow on trees.
Mike was
and-
saying to Axe that what's in the seasoning is crazy.
There's chemicals and lots of chemicals, like delicious chemicals. Mm-hmm.
DM Ephemera, I have to say Merry Xmas. I can't say Happy Ho Ho because she was never happy and doesn't live here anymore.
I'm
Aw.
sorry.
Axe Monkey and Mike to the Mouth is funnier when it happens to you. I can watch that clip over and over.
It is hilarious. I'm old enough to, Ao says, I'm old enough to remember the Moon Man from McDonald's in the 80s. Mac the Knife, but it wasn't Mac the Knife. It was Mac the Big Mac. Was it Big Mac? Well, he's saying Mac the Knife.
Hey, Axe Monkey was saying her best friend is baking.
I think he's still in Florida. There's still a McDonald's with the animatronic Mac the Knife, I think.
That
in
would
Orlando.
be neat. Axe Monkey, she's saying that her best friend is begging her to stop sending Corey concert clips to her. But I won't. I'm telling you.
It's pretty.
It has to be a shtick.
It's a full train wreck that you can't stop looking at for sure. I mean, every show is a train wreck.
It is
So it must be a shtick.
really odd, really, really odd. But unfortunately, it's like an accident that just happened on the road, and you can't look away. You're just like, what's going on over there? He's really odd.
John's like, nope, didn't even quit. Transferred to a different one that he ended up managing.
Wow, of course he
and had to
became
deal
a
with
manager.
even more drama after that very traumatic time in my life. I can't imagine. I mean, I had that restaurant. How old was I when we had our restaurant? 35. I mean, I was the general manager of the restaurant, but I'll tell you right now that, whatever. I did not have experience with that. I had partners that were
no restaurant experience
to help me with
not
that.
a good thing to go into.
But I was designing the entire restaurant, the menu, the drinks, and everything. But I wasn't a restaurant operations person. And that year of training for me was complete insanity. We were people's parents. We were people's drug counselors. We were picking people's animals up and taking them to emergency rooms because just everybody in a restaurant is dysfunctional. I mean, including the manager, I'm sure. But it
was quite an experience.
Talk about...
It was an eye-opener.
We had 35 employees, and all of them were in their very early 20s, and
I know.
All insane.
At 30,
Insane.
I felt like such a...
You were mom.
Old, yeah.
You were mom. I think people called you mom.
No.
I mean, maybe. Sounds it's good for the story.
Yeah. I would have been like, I'm not your mom.
Not your mom. You bastards, don't say that.
Mike was saying, I retired McD's when I moved to North Carolina. Cookout is much better.
Cookout is... I'm supposed to do my Christmas steak on the grill, but after going to 6 stores today to find nog, the last remaining quart of nog on the planet, we didn't get barbecue, and I will only use my briquettes for steak. I can't use a gas grill. I have to use charcoal. So anyway, I'm going to grill it on the stove and then put it in the oven like regular people do.
Ryan is saying Mac Tonight was my logo for when I had my toy store. I just changed the logo slightly. I don't know what that is.
Mac tonight is the McDonald's thing.
Oh,
Now,
sorry.
I'm not gonna Brian, I'm just gonna say you gotta change your copyright stolen material by at least 20%
Okay.
so that you don't get jacked. It's gotta be at least 20%. I'm not sure how they 20% that. Axe Monkey says not
It's not a shtick
shtick?
at all. Yeah, I mean, I
Dude is
have
nuts.
seen,
Yeah,
but come on, how does he not realize he is totally insane? And he
The
is
thing is, he doesn't
still
care
so
he's totally
infatuated
insane.
with Michael Jackson, and he'll like do
I'd like to know
a
what
little
his
Michael
money
Jackson thing.
situation is because maybe he's there. It's always
He
shocking
went
that sometimes
through-
there's people who are
He went through the
so wealthy they can
abuse
just
thing
completely.
too.
But is he rich?
Right, but money
So that
doesn't
he can
fix
just be
everything.
himself and do whatever the heck he wants.
Paul, once did multiple jobs, high-paid IT night job, and started cleaning an office block before going to that first for extra cash. The way the office people looked at you as low life. Used to think after this, I go to my real job and double yours, sucker. Just try to be kind, whoever you meet. Yep, I absolutely agree. I totally know what you mean. I feel people are often judged. Oh dear. John was saying my roommate offed himself while, oh my God, while I was at work. My other roommate, my best friend, found him. Oh my God. And I had police come to my work to interrogate me. It was the guy's house, so I had to move back home.
Oh God. I mean,
John, what the heck? You've had a lot of
That's some stuff. I mean, I've had one experience.
Stuff happen.
One experience.
I'm sorry.
With not like that, but with like.
Oops, what is that?
A murder that happened in my friend circle to a roommate of mine after he moved out of my house, moved to another house, and why are we talking about that? I didn't think we could go.
But I mean, John's had a lot of
that's
really defining moments in his life.
And those kind of experiences are things that really, really, they're waypoints in your life where you can look back and say, yeah, I made some different choices after that kind of a thing where, maybe you don't want to be in these situations where you might, in my case.
As long as, these awful, sad things make us a better person.
Well, I think they strengthen us and
strengthen us.
Also give us more compassion in a way. So
I'm totally. Yeah. I have a lot.
I mean, but we'd appreciate them not happening in the first place, but still.
Brandon's best in the early '80s. I'd stop at McDonald's and get a quarter pounder, large fries, 6-piece nuggets,
let's do that.
Coke, and a chocolate.
Let's do that right now.
Yeah, for $5. Now the shake is $5. I know.
And they don't have. How are you supposed? I know I said this the other day, but I'm still pretty indignant about the whole thing. How are you supposed to wash down your McRib without an eggnog shake? They want you just to have a regular vanilla shake.
I've got to say though, the eggnog muffins are so dry. You need to get a beverage.
No, you actually
will get stuck in your
sweetie,
throat.
you get the sausage McMuffin with egg.
Oh, it's greasy.
And there's so much grease, it just lubes that thing right down your throat.
The Canadian bacon, though.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm
just
literally
like a piece of sandpaper.
Doing the Heimlich maneuver on myself. Axe Monkey was saying, however, now that I think about it, he may be trolling Hollywood. I sort of wonder.
I think so.
I
mean, a little bit, right? Maybe a little real and a little bit troll. Like his outfits are pretty nice.
Oh, Jenna, you're probably gone, but she just arrived at her sister's house in California. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
You're there safe.
We'll see you on Friday on the live. Love you so very much.
You as well,
we love
Jenna.
You so very much.
Have a great time with your family.
You guys bring us so much joy. We
really
appreciate you so much, you guys.
And really enjoy your family. And John's going to be gambling with Biscuit Butt, which sounds like a totally wholesome Christmas experience. So don't worry about him.
Jovial is saying, went Christmas caroling with the church youth group in the 70s. It was so cold and windy. The preacher's wife said, well, at least I don't have to blow my nose because the snot is frozen to my lip.
Did you see how I almost drank your drink?
Yeah, that's fine.
My hand just...
yeah. When I was shoveling this morning, I felt like my nose was a faucet. Ryan was saying Corey Feldman is a whole ass
vibe.
vibe. I wish I had a sliver of his confidence. No kidding, huh?
Because he
Callie-
just doesn't care. And that's a really good way to be.
And Callie Debs was just saying, "Oh my goodness!" To John, I read the story. It was so sad. And John said it was very sad and traumatic. It all happened during a 6-month period. Do you feel that has really affected you and made
Well, what's interesting is that John grew up in California,
Okay.
and so did I.
Yeah.
And you grew up here in this
Yeah.
beautiful, bucolic state of Vermont where nothing bad happens.
What are you talking about? I knew somebody committed suicide.
Granted,
Yeah.
things happen. But in California, there are some crazy bouts of violence that you don't have here, that you are protected from, that I would try. I mean, I'm just saying.
But keep in mind though, we didn't have social media like we have now.
No, of course
and
not.
I wasn't into watching the news.
But in
growing
California,
up.
you used to, as a kid, before I ever moved here in '93, I remember being scared of, just listening for cars, for drive-bys. I mean, you didn't have to ever worry about that here.
No, never.
So there was Vermont's a very beautiful spot here.
DM Ephemera. I haven't eaten fast food in 25 years. That is some serious
You are
self-control. Awesome. I know.
Do you have like a
that's
intravenous
right. John
drip
is still
of,
at home. That's
he's
right.
all by himself.
That's right.
That's why I said he's going to go with biscuit butt to the casino for Christmas. How wholesome.
That's right. I forgot. Sorry.
I hope you guys wear pajamas at least wear pajamas to the casino. Just to show them how iconoclasting you're going to do this thing.
And John was saying to
They never
Callie
leave
Debs,
you.
no, it doesn't leave you. No. I'm just glad I wasn't the one to have found him. I feel bad for my best friend who was the one. I imagine that image is burned into his mind. And John is saying that a very tough choice, but I bought a bone-in turkey breast. I will throw on
smoky.
Yeah.
I need the smoker, John, because again,
With
like
all
I
the
just said,
fixins.
I don't have any charcoal briquettes for my. I mean, I'm using a Weber. I mean, it's not a
Yes, Aho.
not a baby. What do you call those? What are the tiny Webers? The little cute ones. But anyway, it's not. I mean, it's a regular Weber, but you got to feed it the charcoal. And I've never had like a legit gravity-fed smoker or any barbecue. So I remember, how many years ago, Christmas was it? Like 12, 15 years ago? I did a full standing rib roast on the Weber in the middle of the coldest weather we've had here. So it was Christmas. So it's probably 0 degrees. And I had to feed the briquettes in there 3 times over the cooking of that thing. And although it was really good, it was just still a little rare because I just couldn't bring myself to do another 4th charcoal serving.
I love you.
So it was rare. It was bloody.
Ayo was saying Corey Feldman is
Also,
the
I love
second
you.
coming
Sorry
of
for the
Michael
delay.
Jackson.
That was eggnog-related delay.
That's fine. I already know you do. Totally, Ayo. He's obsessed with Michael Jackson, but I feel like, didn't he accuse him of stuff? But
No. He's actually...
He's one of the ones that said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then people, like the media, will sort of like pull some things he says, and then he has to like defend himself, and he's like, well, he was weird, but no, never to him. Whatever. I think that's the story. I could be making that up because you know what?
Ryan, you have like insane stories. In my town, a girl killed her boyfriend with a sword on Christmas 2 years ago.
Well, that's how you do it.
Made
If you're gonna
national
do
news.
it. If you're gonna do it. Sucker punch by a grown dude was here too.
I guess people are just bored out there, right?
Callie Depp says, I didn't have to worry about drive-bys in California. I grew up in Hollywood Hills until we moved to Burbank. Well, the Hollywood Hills
are nice areas, right?
She's had several hangovers where in the morning I need to go drive around and look at stuff, and she's sitting in the car just blue-lipped like, where's my egg muffin? But she has seen the Hollywood Hills, but generally
I don't remember.
she doesn't remember it.
Oh, Josh! Hi, aloha.
Josh is here. Aloha, Josh.
Thank you. He's
Merry
saying
Christmas.
beautiful decor. I love it. Those paintings are stunning. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you both and everyone in the chat. Josh, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, we appreciate you so much and are very grateful to know you.
We consider you our friend and
have you be here.
Yeah, we totally appreciate you and everything you provide to our community. And yeah, this is our dining room.
Which, by the way, was
Crazy
up
neck
until a month
bucket.
ago was storage.
Yeah,
So it's a newly reclaimed area.
we've been
And
working
also,
slowly.
because that was only at 65%, that'll eventually just
Oh.
probably die. Because I see it looks very, like not
Well, I
really
mean,
high
I can
quality
grab
now.
my. It's 5. So we have a half an hour. I do.
We could try.
I can stick my. Oh wait, but you
No,
have the
you can't do
microphone in
anything.
there.
You
Okay.
can't do anything.
So you guys, if we end up going away, it's because the phone died.
Yes.
Callie was. Oh right, you already read that. John was saying I feel bad for burdening everyone with my fast food
No.
experience. See what happens when you bring up McDonald's and Taco Bell on a Christmas show. No, that's quite some
that's what
stories there, John.
But actually,
Very
you
interesting.
worked at Der Wiener Schnitzel, which is like a super deep cut of fast food. I mean,
It's
who
nice
do we?
to learn
How
more
many
about
people
each
do we
other.
know who have worked at Der Wiener Schnitzel?
But I like knowing more about all of you guys. I mean, it just gives
That's
us
like
a
a
little insight into
Der
each
Wiener
other.
Schnitzel. So we had 2 of them, and they were both Der Wiener Schnitzels that I remember. One of them was in Mountain View, but the one in Redwood City was it was like, I remember it from like when I was a kid, like in the early 70s, and it became a Ben Franklin's. So Der Wiener Schnitzel left, and then there was like a new franchise. It may only be West Coast, but it was called Ben Franklin's. And guess what they sold? Yes, that's right. It was also hot dogs. It was Ben Frank's.
Huh.
That's right. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh yeah, Callie Debs was like, "Hey John, we need a barbecue class from you." Paul was saying that he is keeping it low key this year. He was invited to go with friends for Boxing Day, but it's a long way away.
Oh,
so
oh
he's
snap!
keeping it easy.
Nobody can tell, but over there, so behind that little Christmas tree. So what I'm trying to do in here, this is very important. I'm surprised I haven't mentioned this before. We're trying to wainscot the entire dining room in boom boxes. So behind that little silver tree,
What happened?
you see boom boxes.
Jovial Juggler's cards fell
Oh
down.
no!
Yeah,
What
go
the
fix that. It's because you went through there.
I did.
Hey, Easy Pickens! Aloha, what up?
Chris, how you doing? Aloha
Yeah, nice
to
to
you in
see
California.
And
So
John,
yeah, so there's boom boxes. So behind me, oh yeah, you can see it maybe if I get up. That's a crystal chandelier, and actually we have 3
Oh, that's-
crystal chandeliers.
wait, that's from Brimfield. I think Josh has mentioned how he wants to go to.
Oh, he's gonna go
Brimfield.
this year. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, Brimfield is awesome. Actually, I know a lot of
That's
people
from
there.
Brimfield.
So.
Oh, this is from Brimfield. This swan lamp. I don't think you guys can see this lamp. This lamp is from Brimfield.
Look how delayed that is.
This cart is from Brimfield. Oh, right here, this cart, the corner, that's from Brimfield.
I'm trying to wait for you guys to get caught up to us so that I can see where I'm not standing. I'm actually standing up right now.
Well,
But we're
when they
watching
see
both.
you, they hear you saying I'm actually standing up right now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get up right now.
Actually standing up.
I think I'm gonna get up.
Um,
We're watching the delay.
John was saying you can get a wood pellet smoker or an electric smoker that uses only wood chips. Wood smoke flavors changes everything. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I would like to get. In fact, can you get me that? Thank you.
Josh, yeah, okay. Easy Pickens. I agree with John. Okay.
About the wood chips.
Yeah.
Yes, I just need the feeder. So I like to do everything the hard way apparently, and I did. So every hour I put in a whole new thing of briquettes in it, Yeah, I got to get a real system. I'm 55. I figure by 60 I'll have all my smack figured out so I can
Callie
die.
does the same. Merry Christmas, Josh. I only started watching your last video and it was so endearing. Saving America one sale at a time. Love it so much. Josh is like the all-American like apple pie.
Canadian.
He's the all-American Canadian like apple pie.
As Beard would say, he's from our. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we crashed. He is from the 51st state, but that's not that funny.
Axe.
But it's funny when referring to Josh because he really is
like spam.
more of an American than most of us. More of a proud American than some of us, I should say.
Oh. Paul, Axe Monkey, you better say which one. We also have a green face lady and the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah, that one. The Franken lady.
Bride of Frankenstein. That lady is, I don't remember
That's
what she is.
Mrs. Fong, I think.
And then you guys can't really see this one. She's very blue. And then way up top near the Frankenstein lady, we have another blue lady with curlers in her hair and a cigarette dangling out of her mouth.
And so that's an artist out of Chicago named, I'm not going to remember his name. He's a tiki adjacent artist. And it's like, what's the gum called? Bazooka? I think a bazooka. Maybe something Joe.
Yeah, Bazooka Joe.
Maybe. It might be. So anyway, he's like a lowbrow artist. And then these two little gold frame pictures right behind us.
Take one off.
The Chihuahuas. These are from the artist that, his name is Miles Thompson.
He's out in
he did our art for our restaurant.
Show up there. He did our logo for our half moon face logo for our restaurant, Kahiki Moon.
And all the art for the menus and everything. And so anyway, super cute little, these are about a 6 inches by 6 inches little paintings. And then it was always, it's one of my things that I like to do is to take really small paintings and take huge, big frames, very thick frames, and cut them down, especially if they're gilded. This is one of my little things that I like to do.
So, did the framing shop have the frames, or you found the frames and brought
no,
them
these were vintage, huge, big vintage frames that I bought from them.
Okay.
Because they had a selection of them.
And then you had them cut them down.
Yes, but then we have, in the meantime, purchased our own frames and done this ourselves. But this particular one was, I mean, you can't match them perfectly, but putting an oversized frame on a small picture always makes it look good.
And he had chihuahuas, so the artist, he had his own little chihuahuas.
One of them got eaten by a coyote.
Oh, gosh.
How dare you talk about that?
And Beard was saying he's been to Brimfield. It's amazing and huge.
Yeah.
It is. It is so fun. Was it the first time we ever went?
I know. By the way, Josh, that's where we're going to meet up. So you tell me if we're going to go in May, July, or September. Because not only Brimfield's not a place you can go on your own without a guide and get the most out of it. Because it's sort of like, I mean, there are fields.
It's like going to Disneyland. You need more than one day.
And there are fields that open up and you run to the stuff. It's like battle.
It's like Black
war.
Friday.
Yeah, it's a war. And then there's some places that are set up that you can talk to people and stuff. But there's a couple different areas that'll be very much up your alley. So let's just say that we're probably going to bump into each other this year.
And I mean, well, that might be difficult. But I was going to say,
and there's an
you
Arby's.
might want to sell there.
There's also an Arby's in the town that Brimfield's in. So.
Yes,
I think
Brimfield really is amazing, and I think the first time we ever went was when Popping Tag song came out, and we were in our van and we were like, "Woo!"
That was when we were like, well, you were still where I was legit like full on. I was doing the Danish modern mid-century furniture thing, and I had so much stuff, and there was so much cash. I mean, literally like thousands of dollars of cash everywhere because I was moving so much product. Now to say that we didn't keep all the cash, there was just a lot of you had to pay $1,000
reinvesting it
to sell
in the
something for
business.
$2,000. It wasn't like.
Jovial, wow, it's dark out already up there. Living
Yeah.
closer to the equator is still daylight here. Yeah, it is totally
We're about 20
pitch
minutes
black
from
right
the
now.
45th parallel, right?
Hey, who
Parallelogram.
are the popular choices? Was Bazooka Joe or Big
Big
League?
League
Oh yeah,
Chew.
Big League. I remember that.
Big League Chew. I got some maybe a year ago just to taste it, and it still tasted pretty good. But it did have. I found out it had artificial sweetener, and so if I had given some to the dog, it would have been a bad thing.
Paul Rose, it was shortest day of the year here a couple of days ago. Bugger off, winter.
Well,
Miss Spam.
it's getting longer. The days are longer. You could tell today, right?
On the right,
like 2 days.
to the right. Oh, that one. Oh. Well, I mean, whatever one you think I resemble, well,
You'll
thank
accept
you.
that?
Yes.
Well, she does that. She has bangs, so maybe that's
Yeah.
the bangs.
Yeah.
Dark by 4:30ish, yeah. And but sometime in January, you'll definitely start notice things are getting longer. Days are getting longer. So.
Axe Monkey, time for a Christmas Carol with Alistair Sim.
Oh, you're gonna watch that one. Okay, write that down because I actually. So that is the number. That is Is that 1951? Axe Monkey. I was trying to find it somewhere to watch it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And there is one, the Christmas Carol, and it's like a horror, like a spooky horror movie. So it's from the 50s or 60s, and there are, if you go look up on IMDb A Christmas Carol, hundreds and hundreds of entries. So the thing is, I know Alistair Sim was in it.
It's on Tubi.
How do Tubi?
Tubi, like
Okay.
tube.
Okay, Tubi. Yes, that is the one that I haven't seen in years, and I really want to see. So far this year, I've watched Muppets Christmas Carol with what's his face? He has the glasses like me.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to.
George Burns.
No.
Oh.
No, he's Blame It on Rio. This actor, British actor, is the movie that comes to mind is Blame It on Rio. Michael Caine. Hey, I'm Michael Caine. Wait, I can do it. If I keep talking, I gotta find my Michael. I gotta find Michael Caine. I can't do it. Sorry. If I hadn't had a single sip of alcohol at all, I could do it.
I would think that the alcohol would help.
It doesn't. It doesn't help.
Okay.
It doesn't help the concentration. It's all everything's wrong.
Damn
yes.
it.
So Alice, we're gonna actually watch that because I've watched about 2 or 3 Christmas carols. So I watched the Muppets. I watched George C. Scott was in one, like a TV one from the 70s, I think. But the Alistair Sims, I gotta go do that. Oh, you did watch. Callie Debs watched the Christmas Carol with George C. Scott last night. That's awesome.
Oh, cute.
But everybody, if you're into that story, go watch Alistair Sims one. That is the bomb.
Flippin' easy. Spam pretty much just said that Primo's glasses reminds her of George Burns. Time for some new glasses, James.
No, I
love
honestly think of us as Burns and Allen. So if you guys are old enough, I mean.
And Paula's saying Primo, if Spam hasn't seen the
Alistair Sim version.
You curl up together and watch it.
Yeah,
okay.
we're going to. That's happening like in 10 minutes.
DM Ephemera was saying I was at Brimfield in the late 90s. It was very muddy and people were running out of their shoes. Hilarious. Sounds like Woodstock 99.
Jovial's
rolling around in
Jovial's also speaking the truth. I see a long winter's nap in Primo and Spam's future. So right now we're approaching 5:15 p.m. I guarantee after 2 nogs, this lady's eyes will not be open past 8 p.m. today.
Well,
but we're going to get in the Alistair Sims.
okay. But
Christmas
I
Carol.
can I mean, even without drinking,
I
I'm
can
like
make you cook.
asleep
You
by
want to make a
8.
pie? I could slave drive you into pie making.
No.
Do you want cookies? You can make
No.
whatever I want.
Whatever you want. I want something like actually nutritious to eat.
Good luck. We have so we purchased nog, cheese, beef steak. I have the most beautiful ribeye, no bone, fresh cut off a leg log, and it's 2 inches thick. Usually, I turn on the grill, or I cook up my briquettes, and I just put that thing right on the center grill, and hard fry that thing. I just let it turn almost black, flip it, turn it black, and then eat it with some garlic butter.
Oh, that is so cute,
What
Ryan.
happened?
He's been tracking Santa with his son.
Where is he?
He's really into it.
Where is
this
Santa
year.
right
So
now?
Much fun. I'll have him call NORAD tomorrow. So later.
Oh.
Yeah, where is Santa right now? That is so cute.
It is, and I gotta say that we go over our life, and we're like, we don't have kids.
Callie's going to midnight mass.
You
How
are?
cozy. She's like, I have to stay awake or take a nap first.
See, I think that's the thing that gets in the way most of the time. Is,
the first ghost just screamed at Scrooge and freaked the cat out. Joey was saying champagne does that to her. 2 glasses and I need a 30-minute nap.
Yeah.
Oh, Santa's around India, apparently.
Nice. No, there's plenty of chimneys in
If you
India.
have not seen Red
One,
you have to.
Ryan, Red One is totally kid friendly. I mean, it's
a kids movie.
It's a kids. I mean, it's a kids. It's
like all the new movies that are animated nowadays. They're meant for kids, but they have humor that adults can only understand.
That's what I was trying to say.
But it's not crude or anything.
Right. It's a really, really good movie.
I was super, super surprised with
and
how
what I
good
liked
it was.
most about it is like, I love movies that explain how Santa gets his job done in that short period of time.
Oh,
and this is another one of those, which I
You're such a good boy.
We have Red One McFarlane figurines, but still haven't seen it yet. Wow. You have like toys from it, but you haven't seen the movie. Yes, check it out. It is in the movie theaters, but it's also streaming at the same time, so you should have access to it.
Paul is saying, I still have to finish my War and Peace novel letter. Oh, and submit it by midnight. Have an hour and 3/4 left. Gonna have to go soon. I'm guessing that's for...
I don't know what that's for, Paul. I don't.
Is that like all of the crap that's going on right now for
yeah,
you?
it's illegal.
Record Crate!
Record Crate, aloha!
He is the most
Where are you going, precious boy? Are you done with our live?
He's drinking water. I think he's super hot right now. He's so cute. Gosh,
this
dang
room
it. I
is
can't
so
imagine my
warm
life
and
without
nice.
him. Joni is being mean to me today. Is it too late to request a replacement from Santa? My memory is trash, and she is laughing at me. That sounds like me. My memory is
You've got
trash.
nodal recall too, Beard.
Yeah.
Nodal recall. Yeah, I'm unfortunately.
Oh my goodness! Ryan just got an order from eBay. It's going to Curtistown, Hawaii.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
it's
what the
surprising,
heck
isn't
is
it surprising when you get things to go to Hawaii? You're like, wow, people buy stuff there. I've sent a Battletoads arcade game, a whole bunch of Vietnam War patches, and like yearbooks for soldier type stuff. There's a lot of military collectors there from the Vietnam War era. And I guess probably World War II at one point, but all of my stuff that I've sent there has been Vietnam.
Ryan, so I wonder, what happened? Why now you're getting sales?
Well, it's just one. He said over 10 orders over the years.
No. Earlier on, though, when he came on, he said that he had a $200 day today.
Oh, right. That's actually a decent day on this time of year.
He's been doing this week. He's done about $50 a day. Today was $200. Not as much as normal, but better than nothing.
We did, yes, right. So we shipped out quite a few orders today that I did not expect to be shipping out today. Mostly because I'm like, it's Christmas Eve. Why am I shipping stuff out? Like, why? How dare you buy stuff? Pokes, you made noise.
Where are you?
Do we have to come rescue you? 911? Do you need needless CPR?
Where
I'll
are
CPR
you, Tiny?
Go give him mouth to mouth.
Did he go upstairs?
I don't know. Give him mouth to mouth.
Pokes.
Take
Where'd
the food.
you
Take the
go?
treat. Take the treat sack. Take a. We need a little barrel to put around your neck with the
Pokes.
martini in it to rescue the puppy.
Where'd you go? Are you upstairs?
Jovial Juggler says, thank you for spending part of your Christmas Eve with us. Have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you so much, Jovial. And we couldn't imagine
he needs to
spending
go
it
to the
with
bathroom.
anybody else. Except for our YouTube family here. And you all,
Hurry up,
you're all
Tiny.
just great. I mean, I think that I'll probably make a list. And I'm going to rate you all. No, I'm just kidding. But I really... you know what I really like is seeing all of you in green. We're going to have to get Jovial Juggler into a green name tag here. Callie Deb just got veroed on a Lisa Frank coloring book. I mean, why are you bothering?
Wait,
Not you.
Oh, that's right. They can probably hear me.
Yeah, no, they can hear you. Yes.
So
don't go in the bathroom.
I just read that. Callie Debs.
I just got on a Lisa Frank coloring book. Like, why would they do that?
Callie Debs. I just read on one of my eBay groups that people are getting.
Where's my eBay group?
It's the Borecore.
It's the Borecore.
People are getting veroed on Lisa Frank, sort of like they were on Puma.
That's so weird.
So maybe Lisa Frank used that same company.
Well, I think Puma was testing the waters, and they found a company who's willing to just carpet bomb the entire community with Veros and see what happens. And I think they, I think they probably had a semi-successful outcome from it. They really upset the community, so they can see that they can make waves, and if that can benefit them financially, then I'm sure that everyone else is going to do it too. So I'm guessing everyone's going to have to get ready for that kind of a wave of these Vero bombings.
Yeah, maybe it's like just pull down the Lisa Frank for a while, wait for everyone to complain about it, and then put it back up.
To get kicked off of eBay and then be the first person back with all of them.
Just how Puma, that whole thing resolved, so maybe Lisa Frank will too.
And our buddy James, wait, Jovial Juggler gifted one Primo Kimo membership.
Thank you, Jovial.
And it went to 4TP though.
Wait, what?
She gifted a membership, but it didn't go to her. It went to 4TP. Thank you so much, Jovial.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. I feel very saliva-y.
Oh, Pokey's pooping.
He's pooping?
Oh my God, and he looks so cold. His little feet are all snowy.
Pokey has this way of pooping where
he looks like a gymnast.
He's like a gymnast, so his 2 feet go down, and then his
front two.
His front 2 legs go down, and then his back 2 legs are up. So his butt is completely off the ground, so that he has a proper angle.
Oh.
He's twerking out there.
He's totally twerking.
Jovial gave her membership to 4TP. John came in. Wait, stop.
What's happening? I can't see.
You guys are silly. John came in and gave a membership, and it went to What Makes You Flip.
Hi, What Makes You Flip?
Aloha, What Makes You Flip?
I don't know if
I'm not sure if we've ever heard from you.
Welcome.
Aloha, welcome. And John saying Merry Christmas to you. Now 4TP, who was just gifted, one has also gifted a membership, and that went to Amy Nesbitt.
Oh my goodness, yay!
Aloha, Amy.
And
thank you so much, 4TP, for the awesome
he is still squatting.
The super chat and
I have to go outside and save him.
You're probably going to have to pull a hair out.
Yeah, I think so. Poor little guy. He probably can't even feel his feet
We both have
anymore.
long hair, and it doesn't stay in our
Pokey
heads.
honey buns, what is happening?
You know,
I can't get outside.
Unfortunately,
The
every
door's
once in
frozen.
a while, the guy's got
Oh,
like a poop
shit.
that's tied together.
Come on now. Door.
Paul Rose, I may try that technique.
Pokey.
I've got
What's
so
happening?
much
Come
stuff
in.
jammed in here. Yeah. Well, you've got a little big. You know, I've got to tell you, Paul. I've been
Pokey
thinking about
baby,
you
what is
and just
going-
thinking about your situation and having to start at zero again, and looking at all the same stuff and going, I got to do this all again.
It's just
But
cold out here.
you know, I kind of,
Just
you know, I'm
sleep
not
on the
saying
floor if you need
that
to.
I want that to happen to us, but
Oh,
imagine being just having it forced upon you where you got to redo it.
honey.
And
Good
in
heavens.
redoing it, you may end up, I really think you're going to end up with a better product.
Okay.
You're going to end up with a modern take on eBay. So all these items will be listed with your modern understanding of how eBay works, as opposed to the old way, which was basically everything sells, name your price, eventually it will sell. That just doesn't work
I don't know if he
anymore.
was able to get his poop out.
Are you serious?
Look at how pathetic he looks.
How do you know?
Guys,
Did
he
you
was
look for
still...
the poop? There's snow, you can't see it.
Oh, honey buns.
So we have a little side yard where it's protected so no animals can come eat them while he's trying to take a dump. And also she scrapes it. I don't go out a lot and do shoveling.
I shovel it for him.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
It's not necessarily my thing that I love. If she didn't do it,
love
I would do
you.
it. But thankfully she does do it.
I love you, honey.
And Ryan gifted, did I already say that? I'm sorry. Ryan gifted a membership and it went to Jacqueline Rose. Did I say that already? I feel like I said that, but no, I didn't.
I'm so happy.
No,
Amy,
it went to Amy. And then Jacqueline was also given one.
4
by Ryan.
TPs went to Amy.
Yes. So,
Ryan's went to Jacqueline.
Jovial gave one and it went to 4TP. And then Flipping came in. It went to What Makes You Flip, who we've never heard from.
Oh my God.
Then 4TP got one and
hilarious.
gifted it to
Oh,
Amy.
how hilarious.
And then Ryan came in
You
and it
guys
went to
seriously
Jacqueline
need
Rose.
to make some members videos.
So 2025 is going to be a whole different experience.
Yeah.
We spent the past. We spent.
Look at all those green.
We spent
so great.
2023
Thank you.
and 2020. That first half of 2024 getting trying to pull our physical health together. We did a great job. Then June presented some annoying.
Wait, Jovial.
Wait, what happened?
Jovial just gifted another
To
one.
Shiba B.
Shiba B, hi.
Shiba B. Did she play like the single snare drum?
Shiba B was in a week ago.
That's Sheila E.
But
still,
Shiba
Sheila
B. Oh,
That's like at
yes.
least 3 before Sheila
Axe
E.
Monkey, I'm excited for 2025 for many reasons.
Yes.
We are too.
So health and we have built our eBay
Totally,
business.
Ryan.
You know,
you get a membership and you get a membership
love
and
that.
you get one.
Let's do that. It's going to be good. 2025 is going to be good. And basically, I'll tell you what our plan has always been, but we got really locked into these lives because they work and we enjoy them and we feel like other people enjoy them. 2025 is to be more about behind the scenes, like we want to share more about our lifestyle and how we do stuff. So the membership will be showing some of that. Not unlike today.
Well,
Look at you whipping your hair back and forth.
Oh, I am?
Well,
I was going, you get a membership, you get a membership. But I was just thinking how crazy this is because I mean, it's just great,
Yes.
like having all of you here
and
the support.
It's like a family. It really is like a family.
And how I cannot stand public speaking. Like it is so hard for me.
We're sitting in our
But this doesn't feel
dining
like
room.
I know. I think if I were to stop and think about it, I might
Who are
be
we yelling
terrified.
at? Don't think about it.
I know. But I just love that I feel so comfortable with everyone here. And Mike was saying I've done much better than I would have thought today. Yeah.
With the day, right, with the day.
Yeah, right. And did you already read Paul was saying Primo, I'm guessing, are you shaking your leg?
Yeah, my leg is starting.
Primo, I'm guessing you guys are taking tomorrow off.
Yes, we're going to take tomorrow off.
Will we see you next Monday? Yes.
You absolutely will see us
And
next
as
Monday.
Axe said, I'd love to know what you thought of the movie, too. Okay.
And Beard says, I actually made a video today. What? You made a video today? Wait a minute. Nope, I did see it. It's in my need to watch. You're jumping out of an airplane, right? I saw the
thumbnail. Yes, me too.
So you actually made a video. This is your first video in months, I'm guessing.
Paul was saying that he will try. I may try that technique. I've got so much stuff jammed in here. LOL. I'll probably not give as much detail in the descriptions this time around as I used to. Some paintings and canvases I had for sale, I now screwed up. To the ceilings, so at least I won't have to do those again.
Yeah, and it's really about, if the item is now, the biggest problem with eBay has been, for me, from my personal experience, is pricing. Pricing is so dynamic. It just changes. So in the course of a month or two, items go from $1,000 to $100 or the other way around. I mean, it just happens. But currently, everything just seems to go in one direction, which is down. But eventually, that will change, and you have to be just as conscientious about raising your prices as those things. I mean, you just have to be so involved with prices now, and we never used to have to do that. That was my big thing.
And I've learned just from experience and people criticizing me for being too overthinking and detailed, that the more simple the better, Paul. So yes, I totally support you being a little more simple with your descriptions.
Well, now shorts can be 3 minutes.
So yeah, I know. So everyone, check out Bearded Picker's video. It's just a little longer than a short. So
I don't remember what the.
No, we're gonna go watch it after.
Jumping out of an airplane. I don't remember what the.
Axe Monkey was saying, I'm using my tat to fill a Christmas cone. I will toast to Primo, Spam, and Pokey, and to all the internet friends of 2024.
Oh, your tray, not tat. The RC Cola tray.
Oh.
Honestly, that's still one of my favorite possessions. I mean, I kept that for so long. I just never had a purpose for it, but I just loved it so much. I'm so glad that you have it and can enjoy it.
Oh my God, Ryan. Oh my God, that's the best way to use that. So, Ryan, you guys, Ryan went ahead and got that eBay loan that eBay is always trying to push to us. He said, I used it to buy a sublimation printer and a heat press along with some inventory. I can use it for eBay and with my wife's business.
Okay.
I think that is like what it is intended for, right?
Yes, for capital investments, for inventory purchase. What always scares me about these things is when you use it, because it only appeals to you usually when you're having
financial problems. So like like with poor Ryan, eBay took down all of his stuff that he was selling because they were saying it was whatever copyrighted when it wasn't.
Now, if you use that money to purchase machinery or items that will help you actually produce items, that's great. I mean, that's the best way to use that kind of stuff. Or inventory, but again, inventory can be sketchy. If that inventory is proven, then it's a good way to use that money for a loan. But if you're going out to a thrift store and taking $2,000 and buying stuff, hopefully buying the right stuff, that's where I would
you're buying stuff that will actually continuously bring in money for you. And
I think that is a good way to use that loan.
And we have a heat press, so when the t-shirt store went out of business, I just kept the heat press. And we have a heat press. We have a whole bunch of the press-on leathers,
Technically, we have 2 heat presses because we have one over at the storage, too, with the digital timer. Our digital temperature.
DM Ephemer is saying, if you guys are bored over the holidays, watch Kimo's early non-eBay live shows. They're quite amusing. So, DM Ephemera, so when we when we started doing the
Do you have like
eBay videos,
17 views and stuff on those?
But wait, let me finish.
Yeah.
So when we started doing the eBay-centric videos, we were still doing our Friday Tiki show.
Yes.
And but we were noticing though that it got confusing for both our Tiki friends and then for our eBay friends. So we stopped doing the Friday evening Tiki show because that had fewer viewers than the eBay stuff. But we are going to pick up the Tiki show again, but we think on our other channel, it's called A Couple of Dinks, D.I.N.K.S.
I don't know if that's how you find it.
I don't know.
Or not.
A couple of dinks.
But that'll be called something different.
Yeah, we're going to change that because we don't like that name anymore.
But the when we did those videos, so we get, a pretty nice viewing of our videos now, but just a year ago when we were doing these, you can go back and watch these videos that have 17 views, 23 views.
So what it was is...
But we were putting them on Facebook.
Most of our Tiki friends were like Facebook people.
Faceburgers.
So they were watching through Facebook. So we would
started putting
simultaneously
them
stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
So we started streaming on Facebook always, and then we kind of switched over to YouTube.
Yeah.
And then so nobody watched us on YouTube, but everyone watched us on Facebook. And then we've completely just cut off Facebook, and now we're completely on YouTube. So anyway, thank you very much for mentioning that, and I think you're totally right. There's some value in watching some of our early shows when we were trying hard and we were testing, and things got crazy.
Yeah. So Beard's video that he put out today is only about 6 minutes. So I mean,
we can all afford that.
I'm gonna go watch it. I know, Jovial. I thought Lag would have checked in by now since it's too dark to play outside.
Well, his mom's probably making him some solid gold pancakes.
Paul
somewhere.
said he may be snowed into his basement.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna go. We gotta go. Do we
so
have to go?
Ryan's loan is not that bad. Well,
I'll
he only
check
took
that.
out 1,800. Jovial,
Let me just check
didn't think about that.
Oops, that's crystals.
Yeah, and Ryan found us through our Tiki videos, and it just so happened to be that he is also an eBayer. So that was really great to have that connection with him in multiple ways.
Battery?
I
can't tell how much battery's left.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Maybe we can just stream all night long. Because
Yeah.
I'm a maniac. Also, look at these little things that we did not use this year, which I swear, I was like, we're going to use these because we have them. But look at these little gems. These little, would you call this ephemera? Because they're so, I mean, this stuff doesn't exist, right?
Did you go poke
Look at that little owl. Here's a pumpkin.
Those were Thanksgiving. Oh, those are Halloween.
So we did not use them for Halloween or Thanksgiving, and I wanted to this year. But I mean, look at that thing. This is
so
vintage.
what's the movie we're watching?
We're watching the Alistair
Alice.
Sim
Okay.
version of A Christmas Carol.
Okay. I'm excited.
And I'm
for
showing these off because we didn't get to use them, and I just want to look at them. I mean, these things are so cool. I mean, in their perfect condition, like they're not ruined or anything. They don't smell weird.
I love shopping on eBay.
Look at the chicken. Look at this super chicken over here.
These are eBay things.
Whoa! What?
Look at how nice that is.
Come on, look at his butt. It's pretty cool. Next year we'll use them, or we can just sell them.
Well, okay, you guys. Thank you as always for spending your time with us. Oh, look at this little,
Also, feast
look at this
yourself
little
upon-
thing. That's Pelkey.
I mean, if I could tell you this thing, this is, he's got like a plant coming out of his butt. I don't know why exactly, but you really, really had to have this. I can see.
Yeah, Axe
You
Monkey
see some,
was saying
family
she thinks they do
resemblance?
qualify as ephemera.
Yeah, I think so too, because they should not be alive anymore. But this little flocked doe with the Christmas tree in its butt is Spam's favorite thing.
It looks like Pokey.
It does.
So cute.
Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Thank you so much for your generosity of both time and super chats and
Memberships and being here with us, and we just
shopping with Sherry. Merry Christmas to you.
We really, really love you guys a lot, and we appreciate you so much. We really do. You mean a lot to us.
We really want you. I'm going to give you a direct order, as John does. I insist that you guys have a Merry Christmas, and please, go around looking for somebody to pick up, because it helps a little bit.
I know. I seriously was like, I should have thanked that
act
kid.
Of kindness.
Thank that kid for making me feel good. Yeah.
I wish we could have done more, to be honest, but Anyway, love you guys.
Merry to you guys. We love you all very much.
Clapping.
High five to everybody. We miss you, Doug and Ro.
High five for everybody. Aloha.
Everyone.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Have a great...
Ayo, Merry Christmas, you filthy... Oh, okay. We had to approve that one, Ayo. It's so funny.
Thank you, guys.
Merry Christmas, John.
We'll see you on
Enjoy
Monday.
your turkey with the bone in.
I understand. I mean, it can be... I can imagine that maybe just having a calm Christmas is also nice. So, but we're going to try to explode my guts by eating every fat-laden thing that exists. I can see over there right now, nog, cheese,
Make sure the
Crisco.
plunger is downstairs.
Make sure the plunger's downstairs. Okay, on that note, we'll just...
and everyone, make sure to sign up for Discord if you haven't. Follow FAE Flippin' A Easy on Discord. It's so that we can all communicate with each other outside of YouTube.
I gotta figure out how to get out of all the flipping little pictures and stuff. But I want to get beyond the pictures. I just don't know how to do it.
You just need to familiarize yourself with Discord, and it will be a breeze. But
Silver Hair Stacker's here at the very end. Aloha, Merry Christmas.
Aloha.
Were you here earlier? You might have been here at the very beginning.
Aloha, Silver Hair Stacker. I'm not sure. If you see the thumbnail, you will see that you are in the thumbnail for this video.
Yeah, look at the thumbnail. You'll find yourself in there.
So some of the YouTube eBayers.
There's an Easter egg in the thumbnail. It's Silver Hair Stacker.
But anyhow, you guys, Silver Hair, much love to you.
How do I turn the thing off when I want to?
Enjoy Christmas.
I'm coming over here to turn you off.
Oh, hey, you guys.
Love you guys. Love you guys. Have a great Christmas, and we'll see you soon. Aloha.
We don't have our soundboard.
Bye.
Or arm nails. Aloha.
Merry Christmas, you